Alright, I'm doing a video system evaluation here for the web application or mobile application called Twitter. So we are having our video evaluation at the MTS Error Support conference room. This is Sam.
Hi.
And this is Nick.
Hey.
And you guys will be performing certain tasks on your mobile devices, and based on those tasks, based on how you use it, usability and the things it requires you to do, we will be evaluating the software. So first thing first, do you have a Twitter account?
I created one years ago, but it was just for use with a video game to get some extra points. I used it maybe once, so somewhere I do, but...
Do you want to create a new one?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
My case is same as Nick, so I have one a few years ago and I don't really use it, so it will be new for me.
Okay, fair enough. What we'll do is, I'm going to make you create an account, and we're going to use Twitter based on tweeting, uploading a photo, or liking a tweet, retweeting, and because you work here, so you could also follow the company. And then there are several functions which you would basically go through it without any help, and we'll see what did you have to do. Was it how difficult the task was? Is there any way they could improve the system? So we'll get you to download the software.
Okay.
So after every process, we'll have you commenting and telling if the fields if you had any questions, you'd ask, and if you have any like surprises or thoughts, oh, I didn't know we had to do this, I didn't know that, or anything that you find misleading or not smooth, or even smooth, you could just talk about it. Like, for example, if the login ID password is not very, if it's very bright, you can say, oh, it's very bright, they can improve on this aspect, or if any, whatever you feel. So once you've downloaded, that's what we are going to be talking about.
I'm not sure if this is what you're looking for exactly, but right off the bat, I noticed it's 122 megabytes and it's taking a while to download.
Oh,
it's still only
yeah.
10%.
Is that like
Mine
Twitter?
too.
So yeah, it's the Twitter app.
Yeah.
So my expectation for a text-based, you're sending text, maybe a couple of pictures, you wouldn't need this large of a program.
Yeah.
Okay,
Just
that's
to
very
access
good
that.
actually.
Yeah.
So we
There's-
noticed that
Yeah.
it's a huge size.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
I was on my data plan instead of Wi-Fi right now, that would take
We
a
are-
hit if I didn't have
We are
it.
on Wi-Fi, like it's full. The bar is full.
Oh, are you on
it's still
data
so
plan?
slow.
No, I'm on like
Oh.
the Wi-Fi right now, but if it was my data plan, I would have. I only have a gig,
Reconsider, am I gonna download this? I will use so much megabytes.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
use half of my monthly usage,
Yeah,
right? So
So big
how
size.
much was the size you
it
said?
was 122 megabytes.
So what they need to do is make sure that most of the back-end part is dealt with at the servers on Twitter and not on our computers. So what it could do is it could implement a system which is thin system and fat system, mostly used in bank. What you do is for a bank app you do normal things, but most of the heavy work is done on the bank servers, and it doesn't suck up lots of memory on your devices, and that's what Twitter could be do. They could have a light application which does all the light work on the
Yeah.
and then the heavy work on their own server side.
Yeah, just take the text we send and the picture we send, and then send it out to the server.
Yeah.
They deal with it all, and
So it
that's
seems like
processing on the phone.
it seems a lot for a 100 megabyte application.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not even half downloaded yet.
Yeah, I'm at a quarter.
Yeah,
Oh no.
it's really slow.
Okay, that's good. So it's not the software iTunes. How did you finding the software? Was it any difficult or
No,
Okay.
it's pretty simple.
pretty simple? Okay.
It came up the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we use iPhone by the way.
Okay. So
Oh,
we
yeah.
are using iPhone for evaluation. Simple to find. Heavy size. Let's see. We'll see how creating account goes. Is it simple? Easy.
Okay, have done for me.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. Now that we have downloaded the application, what I'd like is that you create an account on the application.
Okay. So open. So first thing I receive, allow Twitter to access your location while you use this app. Do you get that?
I didn't get that.
I will say don't allow. Twitter would like to send you notifications, allow or not allow. Don't allow.
I didn't get any of these confirmations.
Interesting. I think it's based on the security of your phone and all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
First thing, confirm your identity. Please enter the password for this. Oh, because I had Twitter before, so it remembered me.
Oh, okay.
So now
you
it just asked me to put password.
So if you want the old password.
Can I use the old account or should I?
Because then you'll have to
start
find
new?
what your old account password
Yeah.
was. and
Whatever
have to
you
go through
prefer.
Procedure. I'd like that you both create a new account.
Okay,
so.
that's fine.
So with mine, it doesn't remember my account. All I've gotten was sign up or log in. It says welcome to Twitter, sign up or log in. So it's pretty straightforward right off the bat.
So we want to sign up.
Yeah.
Okay. So what we'll do is you guys will sign it up, and then I'll ask you a question as to how the procedure was it difficult or not.
Okay.
So do you want to sign up for your account?
Here's the problem. I tried to sign out on my old account and I can't find where.
Okay.
It's not that simple.
So.
Oh, hold on, let me see. Now I see the gear icon.
So this will help me see the how nice their user interface is when it comes to signing up for a
Okay,
new
now I
account.
found it. But how do I sign out? Yeah, I cannot find how to sign in with another account. So what should I do? Do you want to take a look?
Have you got your account ready? Have you made an account on Twitter?
No, because I don't know where to. I'm using iPhone 7, so if you want to take a look how to sign out of that account and make a new one.
Let me go back. Okay. So what we'll do is we're gonna use this one, and we noticed that because you wanted to create a new account and you're having difficulties doing that.
Yeah.
Do you want to create a new account because you
I
could?
do.
Okay.
You know what? Maybe I can go
So,
back
no,
to
no, this is
settings
it.
on iPhone.
No, this is it. I logged you out.
Okay, good. So you find a way to do it?
Yeah, it was very.
In Twitter or?
On Twitter, yeah.
Mm.
And it was very buggy, but
Okay.
that's fine.
Okay, perfect.
That's
So
good.
I do sign up?
Yeah.
Perfect.
What did you have to do to download it?
Open up the App Store. Go to search in the App Store. I typed in Twitter. There was an autocomplete, or Google search recommendations. The first one was Twitter, the second one was Twitter app. I clicked Twitter app. Then to the right of the first box, there was a get. I clicked get and then started downloading, and it installed automatically after that.
Awesome. Have we finished creating an account, or is it still going on?
I'm still creating it.
Okay.
Now I'm at the page. What are you interested in?
And
Okay. See, I'm at this page. It asks me to follow 96. That means all these
yeah.
channels, but
All
I
the
don't
check
want
mark.
to.
So
There. Okay. I mean, it's my first time. How would I know the check mark or not, right?
yeah.
It's good that you figured it out. So, but first you asked me what are you interested in, and then I chose music, entertainment, and just different categories. Now it bring me to the page follow 96
Yeah.
channels. I'm like, what? How do I go to next page? I don't want to follow these people. I want to go through. Then you pointed out I have to uncheck them. Okay.
Actually, didn't say anything. You figured it out yourself, but yeah, it's just a lot.
Mm-hmm. And I have to go through a lot of them. Say if I'm interested in entertainment, first one Game of Thrones, good, but second one, Luke Besson, who's that? I don't even know. It's automatically checked.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah. So I imagine these people pay Twitter to be default selected, so people can follow them,
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
right?
So you didn't like the aspect where it default selected?
No. Oh, what's interesting is people you may know. I see Egla, I see Abul, I see Joe Hajar, the director of MDS.
Well, you could follow them, yeah.
Elizabeth, I see a bunch of people from MDS here. Could be they're using the same MDS arrow. They
Twitter.
use their MDS email account. Maybe that's why it's linked.
It also had an
Because
option.
I use MDS email.
Yeah. It had an option to sync your contacts based on what you have in your phone as well. I don't know if you clicked on
Oh,
that or
I
not.
did.
So maybe that was one of the where they got the the contacts.
Yeah.
So
I
you
wonder
have your
how
account
they-
created already, or
Yeah,
is that
yeah.
part of the account?
She's
Is that
No,
like
this is a new account. I just created
No,
using
yeah,
MDS arrow.
is that
email.
whatever you're doing right now, like following people? Is that part of account creation, or is that after you created the account?
After I created
Okay.
the account.
Can we? So that's good. So you guys both have created account, right?
yeah.
How were the end results? How did you find creating an account, Nick?
Okay. Well, I didn't like that they forced to enter your phone number. They say
Okay.
it's private and you're not going to be
Yeah.
sharing any lists, but there's no option to bypass that.
Okay.
I understand it's good for, say you have a lot of followers on Twitter and you lose your password or something and you need to get your account recovered. It's good for that. It's also good for syncing your contacts. But the fact that they force the option instead of explaining why it's useful and letting you decide for yourself, I didn't find that so great.
Okay. So forced phone. Okay.
As well, I believe it also has to be a mobile phone because they send a verification you have to enter in.
Oh, so what it does is it extends the procedure of signing up, which is not very
Mm-hmm.
nice of the UI to.
It says if you pay for text messages, a charge might be applied.
Yeah.
So that's something.
Okay.
What was nice is the reveal password option. So when you're typing in your password, it'll be blanked, like with just some black dots. But you could also reveal it in case. Makes it
You're in a situation that people around you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Gives you the option, so that was okay. They forced the email as well. You have to enter it. It's not that surprising, but
Mhm.
it seems like they're forcing a lot of information out of you.
Yeah.
That instead of giving you the option, again, it makes sense for recovering accounts and finding contacts, but. And they did say a message saying they're not going to send you to any spamming lists, so that helps a little bit. Another nice thing was the auto-generated handle. So they give a suggestion for a username. A lot of times, if I'm making an account, I'll sit there for 20 minutes because I want to make a username that's not, I don't want to be
So
silly.
that's a good thing.
I thought it was a
Yes.
good thing.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
it's just like, my name's Nick Prue, like Nick Prue 2. I'm like, good enough. Next step.
Awesome.
Zero thought have to be put into it.
Yeah.
Then it went to the interests, which had some broad categories like music, entertainment, and I thought that was kind of cool. You expand the categories, and for fun, like there's memes and stuff under there.
Okay.
So you just select the ones you like.
So this was part of the account creation where they are even after you have an ID, they're asking you to follow things. And
Yeah,
stuff.
it was all in one, like next,
Okay.
next, and this was all in the process. And then I stopped once and said welcome to Twitter, and then there was a news feed.
Okay.
So it also gave the option to sync contacts.
Same contact.
Now that's useful. At least it gave the option, didn't force you to give up all the information on your phone to take
Mhm.
all your contacts out. Gave you whether you want to or not.
Mm.
You could also share your location, which was kind of cool. So you can get tailored stuff to do with Ottawa.
Yeah.
Chose not to get that. And then it suggested channel. I don't know if you call them channels or not, or Twitter feeds. I think there was a 53 for me to. They were all You were talking about that,
Yeah.
but I just kind of. There was a lot though, 53. So I
Yeah.
just sign up for all of them because I didn't want to go through the list. So I just clicked next.
Okay. You sign up for. You follow all of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it asked if I wanted notifications if I got a message sent to me.
Okay. So you got a message sent to you?
No, it asked if I want to be notified if somebody sends me a message on Twitter.
Fair enough. Message notification. So overall, it was a lengthy process, you'd say, or was it easy to create? In one word, was it easy to create an account on Twitter, or do you think based on your observation, there was more room for them to improve?
It was easy.
It was easy. Okay. Easy.
If we're just basing it off easy. Slightly
Yeah.
intrusive, but easy.
Slightly intrusive, but easy.
Yeah.
All right, Samantha. How was the procedure for creating the account on Twitter?
It was fairly easy, I would say.
Yeah, but you had difficulties signing out of an already
Yes.
existing account.
Yes.
So we could just
See,
say.
my situation was I used it many years ago. I
Mhm.
guess on the same phone, so I deleted the app, and when I re-downloaded and I opened the app, it already has my old account there, and I just couldn't find where to sign out and try to sign up a new account and sign in.
Okay, yes.
So
I had
that's the
difficulties when I tried
Yeah.
to sign you out too. So
But the sign up process is fairly easy.
okay, so it
and
was
I
easy.
did like the suggested username. That's
Oh yeah.
that's
Okay.
nice. Yeah.
So what are your username? What were you suggested?
It would just say add Samantha Lu and 235, like add some numbers on there.
Mhm.
So I think it's
Are they memorable? Or were you?
yeah.
Okay. So it was easy to like the suggestions were not too complicated to
Mhm.
not remember. So they
It
were
is easy.
good suggestions.
Yeah.
Hopefully they sent me an email with my username now, because I'm pretty sure it was Nick Pru too, but
Okay, fair enough. What we'll do now is we'll create a. So now that you have a Twitter account created, I hope you have a photo that you'd like to put onto your profile.
Okay, that's
So
fine.
we'll go with that. It could be a cat picture or your picture or whatever. But we will go through the process. So what steps do you take to, do it? Are you finding it easy to do it? Things like that. So, apologies.
okay, I've posted a photo.
Me too.
So did you post a photo or added your picture?
A profile picture, you mean?
Yes.
I posted a photo.
And you.
So I added a profile picture.
Yes. So.
It was fairly simple after I added the picture.
Could you run over to
but-
the process as to what
So-
you did to add the profile picture?
So at the bottom of Twitter, there are 5 tabs. On the far right, there is a tab called Me. I went to Me. I imagine that's something about me. And I see at the left top corner, there's a square with an add symbol. Obviously, that means add your profile picture. So I click on add. So I select it from a photo library on my iPhone and I choose a photo. Very simple, upload it very quickly. But it asked me a couple of questions after. Where do you live? It also asked me, what's your bio? It just some simple information about me. But I thought I was just gonna add my profile pic. Why ask me so many questions?
I think
It
what
was a
it
little
is
bit
doing right now
misleading.
is because you had a new account, so it's formulating more of your information to.
Yeah, but that's up to me to go to add it or not.
Exactly.
Why?
Yeah.
Why are you
It's
asking
suggesting.
me?
So you
I was
think it's
gonna-
not.
I was just gonna add my profile pic.
Yeah, so you're in a rush, you want to post something
Yeah,
quick, but
and
you
then
want to
just
fill out all
popping
your
up
details.
things that ask me to answer. So, yeah, that's something I want
Okay.
to point out.
Fair enough. Could you run over the procedure for me, please?
So yeah, there's for profile photo or for uploading a photo. For the profile photo, right? You're asking about the procedure for the profile photo?
Yes.
Okay. So I'd already uploaded. You have 1 minute. So I already uploaded a photo because I thought that's what you wanted first to like my Twitter feed, and I went to Me to look at it, and then I saw that what Sam said, there was the box with the plus. I clicked the plus. It asked if I wanted access to my camera. I said yes, or my photo library. Chose one, and then it was the same thing as Sam said. It asked for more information afterwards, a little bit of bio, but it let you skip it if you didn't want to do it now. It says not now. And
Yeah, you asked for bio, birthday, where you live.
yeah, birthday, where I live.
Yeah.
Gives me a compliment saying my profile looks great.
Oh, really? It did not. Did it give me? Oh, maybe it did. I just
It
didn't read it.
accept the code.
Oh, and it shows my username again, which is good to help me remember it.
Mhm.
Is that good? Okay, so we'll try to. Okay, well, I'd like you. So basically, what this is a messaging service, and you're aware of what Twitter is. I'd like to make a tweet as though, "Hello Twitter," my first tweet, or "Hello world," or "Hi MDS," or anything. Just make a tweet, which is whatever you'd like.
Typical programming thing. Hello world. Everybody's for software programming.
Yeah. Hello world is life.
Sorry you did that.
No, no. It's, oh, sorry, I forgot to add. Can I? Oh man. Can I add stuff now?
Okay, I just posted my first tweet.
Awesome. How was the procedure for posting the tweet?
It's really simple. I just click home, and I see there's a pen, very old-fashioned pen, the leather one, the feather, I should say, the feather
It's
pen.
like a quill or whatever.
Yeah, on the red top corner. I just click on that, then write down what I want to say and tweet. Very simple.
Yes. How was the procedure? Or could you
Same
run through?
thing with me. I figured the one on the top right was to make a tweet with the feather. I didn't make the connection that it was an old school pen. I'm like, oh, it's just a feather. Twitter's maybe it's their symbol or something. But that's kind of cool now that it's an old school pen. I uploaded a photo too. Process was straightforward. You just select the photo, type in
So
what
you
you want.
tweeted a photo? Is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I said a little text as well.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, we are ready to tweet now. Do you want? You could look up personalities, the people that use Twitter. You could look up famous people. You could follow them and see what they are tweeting. So if there's a personality that you'd like, so I would like that whatever personality or company or organization that you find fancy about or you like, to look them up and follow them and maybe like or retweet one of their tweets.
Okay.
So actually, finding and following for now, and tweeting and retweeting and liking their thing. So we'll, yeah.
Okay.
Have you guys done that?
Yep.
Okay. How could you run through the procedure?
It's fairly simple. I just click explore at the bottom with the magnifying glass and write down the person I'm looking for, and then she showed up. But there's a lot of other accounts. You don't know which one's the right account.
Oh,
or
exactly.
Not.
So you couldn't
But
tell.
they do mention something official. So I guess is that something like certified that person? You know.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Yeah, but so
guessing
if there's like a
that's
check mark or
official.
something.
Yeah. But again, I may added the wrong person, but it's simple to search, but the result could be difficult to confirm which one is the
filter
real
through.
one. Yeah.
So yeah, I did the same thing. I searched, put in Elon Musk, and then the first one I just clicked follow. I didn't really even pay attention to the other ones. So for a popular one like this, yeah, it's chances are the first one is the right guy. But if what Sam says, like speaking of what Sam says, if it maybe was a less popular person, the first one might not actually be their official account, and I would have just selected the first one. I didn't even look at the other ones.
Yeah.
As far as retweeting, it seemed fairly straightforward. I tried this. I saw a post that looked cool. Clicked the first button in the lower left corner. It was actually reply to tweet. But then the next one over was retweet, and the one over after that was like.
Okay.
Now that I see them, they're intuitive, and it wasn't hard to figure out.
Okay, that's very good. What we'll do now is see if are there any malfunctions you noticed throughout this procedure of creating an account, tweeting, retweeting?
No.
No.
Okay, and are there any changes you would recommend to the UI user interface or design or the way it's working, based on your performance of the or how the app has performed or worked with you?
When there's a blue check mark, what
Mhm.
does it mean?
It means so you couldn't tell what it meant. So basically it is if there are more people with the same account. Blue check mark means this is the verified account of that personality. So that's
Oh.
legit. But yeah, so an instruction as to what it means would have been nice. So that's one of
That
the.
means I added the wrong person or I followed the
Oh,
wrong.
did you follow the wrong person?
Yeah, because there
Okay.
wasn't a blue
Wow,
check mark.
that's a good one. Follow the wrong person.
Like not the official one, you know.
Hmm, that's very good. One person. So Twitter should have like an introductory thing for the first time
Yeah.
you use it. So
Yeah, when you click explore, maybe you would tell
it's very
you
good. Yeah.
the check mark is
Mhm.
the
Yeah.
person that were certified.
A little
to be
tutorial.
The, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was straightforward. The user interface is nice. It's visually appealing. Lots of colors. Straightforward to follow. Intuitive buttons for reply, retweet, and like, and creating your own tweet.
Okay, I think this is very, very good. And finally, in conclusion, I would like to know if you guys will be using Twitter for any of your purposes. It doesn't have to be necessarily based on the evaluation, or are you going to use Twitter in future, or
No, I better waste my time.
Okay, so you find it, yeah, you find it's not very, it doesn't work well with you. Okay,
It's not based on the interface. It's not based on the size of the app or anything like that. Just the actual. Like I don't enjoy
breakfast.
sharing
Okay.
what I had for breakfast or whatever people use.
No, Twitter is mostly for, it's mostly to do quick announcements and stuff like that. So if you're in, let's say you're in India and whatnot, like, there's something occurring in India, and every time there's a news occurrence or whatever, all the news journalists, what they do is they look up Twitter based on that area. What are people talking about? What's going on?
Trending.
What's trending? So basically, whatever is trending, you could find it through that. And one of the other greater applications is huge companies like the company you work for and whatnot. They have Twitter accounts where they are interconnected with customers. They see their employees interact with one another, shows how good the company is or highlights its benefits. And if you are not happy with the company itself, you could always tweet about it and
If you're an
and
employee
create
at
a
that company, I don't know how wise that would be.
create a storm, exactly. So it's a very powerful tool, but I understand. Would you be using Twitter?
Personally, no.
Okay.
But if I needed for marketing purpose, yes.
Okay.
The many years ago when I used Twitter, there were two situations I want to talk about. The first one was for the clinic I was working at. I want to use social media to increase the publicity of that place, and it really helped because Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, I created all these social media accounts just to promote the clinic I was working at.
Yeah, this is one of the good promotions.
And it definitely exposed the clinic more, and more people will know online, then they get curious about it, just like a website. So then they check your website and they see what's going on. So that increased the amount of clients we receive.
Okay.
That's for that. And for my personal life, I used it because I was a little bit obsessed with this show. So
Exactly.
it's like
This
a
is
lot
the
of
most
star
important-
celebrities, they use Twitter, right? So you were a big fan of the show, so you want to follow all the actors, actress in that show. I searched the show. First, I add the name of the show Twitter account, and then I add all those actors' accounts. So I follow them, see what they're posting. Sometimes they have inside pictures behind the scenes.
Yeah, this is
they
the most
post a lot,
important-
so you get to see them.
Exactly,
You're
yeah.
so happy. But then once I'm done with the show, I have better things to do in life,
Okay.
and I forget about it, so
Yeah.
I don't use Twitter anymore. So that's why I find a lot of people, when they want to chase the stars, the celebrities, they use Twitter.
That's one of the, a lot of celebrities and even presidents, President Trump and his likes are there on Twitter who misuse it or use it or whatever, creating a stride around the world. And based on that, also when you're on Twitter, you could look up active things happening. Let's say there's a Senators game happening. There are people tweeting about it. You could read what people are saying, talking about it. Or if there's an earthquake where people can find shelter, you could tweet about, hey, my house is open if you guys want to help. So it's ongoing thing. It's like, and it's not something that would be used daily, but for certain specific events or a season of show. So yeah, thank you so much for participating, Samantha and Nick. And if would you like the results? To receive the results?
Yes, I will.
Okay, so once in your consent form, there is this, I wish to receive summary of finding of this research. So if you just click yes, and we will probably send it to you. So please sign the consent form for me.
Minutes is the time we should put. It's about what we spent.
How many minutes? No, I think we spent 22 minutes. 22, 23.
No, about 40.
40 minutes.
Okay. There you go.
Okay, thank you.